back with Cosmopolitan Magazine and Dr. Keith's look inside the mind of the single woman. Before we get some reactions from the 4 single women who took part in our singles mixer, it's time to meet the guys in person. Welcome Stephen, Morgan, David, Lowell, and Attilio. Gentlemen. Well, you guys are going to be like guides inside the minds of these 4 beautiful women, okay? Because you have insights for us, I know that. And to start with, Sherry decided to spend a little extra time during the mixer with Stephen. And so what we're going to do is now take a look at the time you spent on tape.
How do you stay in such good shape?
I will show you. I'm not shy. But I don't want to get built.
Wow.
But what I do is isometrics, contrology, Pilates.
I think she's a little too bubbly for me.
I would love to learn.
Yeah. Oh, it's a great sport.
I don't think you get that much exercise in it, though.
You do, absolutely.
People say you do. Your back hurts, though. I remember that's like my back.
You can carry your golf bag and you can walk the golf course. That's like 3-4 miles.
Come on, you'd rather drive in the car.
Obviously, it's easier to drive in the car and you feel much pressure when you're hitting golf balls, but you can definitely get some exercise.
I feel comfortable around him. I felt comfortable speaking to him.
I think it might be difficult for a woman to blow a guy off just because it's typically the man's role to pick up the phone and call a woman,
yeah,
and say, hey, how you doing, you want to go out?
You and I went on a date and you called me 6 times and I didn't call you back. Would you
okay,
call me?
I think I get the hint, but I just didn't feel any connection with Charity.
Even though I thought he was great, I'm not sure that I would date him. He doesn't live in Manhattan, which makes it a little bit more difficult. Secondly, I think we come from different backgrounds, and I'm not sure that we're on the same page in that respect.
All right, now look, Stephen, thanks for that. And Shari, to start with you, that's a lot of certain conditions there. Right, he's got to be from Manhattan. Like he can't live in Brooklyn. People date across the country. I mean,
no, I've had long distance relationships. I would not mind dating someone.
The best dates are either the guys that are in jail, because then it's a great relationship, or people
you had a relationship with a guy who was in jail, right?
What happened?
Didn't you have a relationship with someone who went to jail or was out of jail?
He was in jail for 5.5 years. And then
was that the longest part of the relationship?
Yes, because we only went out for 3 months, but when I saw him, it was love at first sight. He looked just like Rob Lowe.
Talk about somebody who's not going to surrender control. The guy was caged. Ivy, you don't have to have a man in a cage. It's not that dangerous to have one outside the cage.
Then I dated somebody. He was in Ohio, and I also dated another guy in Ohio. He was a very famous cartoonist. That was a great relationship because I didn't see him either.
You know what, though? Okay, Stephen, give me some insight into Shari.
Okay, well, I was a little probably put off when she ripped off her jacket and started showing me her muscles, you know.
Yeah,
that could do it. I was impressed.
No, there was a reason
you're in
we did
great
that.
shape.
We were talking about the fact that you're in medicine,
right,
and the fact that you're into physical fitness and the whole idea, and that is the reason that I would ever pull off my shirt and show you that.
Right.
I would never get down and do push-ups or show my body or anything else.
No, but you know what?
That's fine, but when you're first getting to know someone, you know.
I would never do that on a real date.
The desire on her part to have something that empowers her over the man. In other words, here's a doctor who comes with credentials where there's a built-in potential power dynamic where you would be in control. She already said she doesn't like that.
Is he a doctor or physical therapist?
No, I'm a doctor.
Okay.
So you do it too. You try to call him a physical therapist.
But
it's interesting.
Well, he talks because I go to physical therapy.
The guy's got an MD. He does a pain specialty clinic. We're going to move on to Amy and David's get together. They had a little interaction within our mixer, so let's take a look at that tape.
Amy seemed very nervous. I looked her deeply in the eyes, and she kind of got weirded out by that.
I get anxiety, and I get nervous and I'm scared of rejection.
But you shouldn't.
But I do.
Why?
I don't know. I just do. I can't. It's like an innate.
What's the worst thing that could happen?
Nothing. You're right. Actually, when I started talking to him, I'm like, he actually is really a genuinely good guy. He definitely brought out like the humorous side that I like to joke around and laugh, and I can go with things, but that's not my first instinct.
All right, so how about this? What we're going to do is we're going to climb, we're going to take the stairs to the top of the Empire State Building, and then we're going to go to the top.
Okay, let's do that, right.
And then we should like just put on some parachutes and just jump.
Let's do it.
That'd be so exciting, wouldn't it?
Right?
How about the day after?
No, I'm busy. I have another date. I would definitely go out with David. I think he's a great guy, and I think I definitely would like to get to know him.
Great. David. Yes. Do you have some thoughts about Amy in terms of what you felt she might need to get over, or an approach that might be different that would help her connect?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Amy, I think you're great.
Help me.
Oh, see there, you learned it.
Well, you're
You learned what we
right.
taught you in the first segment. All you have to say is help me. Give us some insight.
So Amy, I think think you're great. And
I think you're great too.
oh, thank
I'm
you.
serious. I'm not just saying that. I already said that.
I think you guys are full of BS. I want to date a doctor.
No, see, that's
I didn't know you were a
honestly, that
doctor.
was you know what, Ivy? That's so interesting because that was a real moment of emotion, and it's hard for you to sit with emotion. It's very interesting. You guys are connected, yes?
Yeah.
Do you want to go out again if we pay for it?
Sure, why
I
not?
want to get
All right, great. When we come back, we'll see Ivy and Donna's one-on-one conversations and get more feedback from a panel of singles. Stay with us.
Coming up, dating disasters. How to handle a bad setup.
What's with the self-proclaimed nickname?
She was showing me all of her hats and tricks and all the stuff in her bag and her magic show, and I don't really care. There would be no reason to date Ivy.